Hello, welcome back to another episode of 50 Shades of NBA podcast, and this is episode number 24. So, you know what that means? It's our Anthony Bennett podcast. Yep. Timberwolves.
You sure about that?
Positive.
Or did I lie to you earlier?
No, I'm positive now.
Are you looking at a photo of him?
Yep, looking at a photo.
So we wanted to be, hey, this is our Kobe Bryant episode, but then I was
Anthony
like,
Bennett.
Let me clarify.
Okay.
No disrespect to Kobe.
No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
But we want to be like, this is our Kobe Bryant podcast, and we're like, oh, who's the weirdest player who wore 24? So we saw a couple numbers. A lot of actually great people like Moses Malone, Mark Aguirre wore 24 at times. But they were like Anthony Bennett. And I was like, this is the greatest moment in the history of NBA podcasting.
Got it.
So shout out to Anthony Bennett.
Yep, we know you're listening. I don't know how many shout outs you get on podcasts, so this might be the first Anthony Bennett shout out on a podcast ever.
No way.
Probably.
No way.
Like shout out.
I disagree.
Not like dogging.
Yeah, I disagree.
I feel like he gets you disagree with that?
I bet he. Yeah, shout out
for like.
Let's clarify. Anthony Bennett shot 42.1% from the field and 30.4% for the Timberwolves from three. That's not as awful as I thought his numbers would be.
No, you hear his name, you're just like, oh, bust.
But 42.1%, like, it's not. It's not good, but
it's respectable.
It's fine for a second-year player.
Yeah, it's respectable for sure.
I mean, it went downhill from there. And got higher
not
a
great NBA career.
Yeah.
That's not the point of this podcast today.
The point of this podcast today is shout out Anthony Bennett. The Anthony Bennett podcast.
Thank you, Anthony.
Do you think we could get Anthony Bennett on the podcast?
Probably a better chance than Moses Malone. So.
How dare you say that?
My bad.
That's also true, though. Anthony and Moses, if you guys are listening, we would love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah. You know, we'll reach out after and be like, hey, Anthony, we gave you a shout out.
Like an actual one.
Actual shout out. No dogging, no disrespect.
You had some.
Yep. Get it out, Trey.
Sorry. Working through a cold.
Yeah, you're good.
No, Anthony Bennett didn't have the worst numbers I've ever seen. Like of current players who still play. But I don't want to negative shout out anyone who's shooting worse than him, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anthony Bennett, not horrendous. So shout you out, because you definitely should not have been out of the league as fast as you were.
Yeah,
unless you just didn't want to be in the league, in which case it's up to you.
In that case, then props to you.
I think Anthony, we could both agree you probably shouldn't have been the first overall pick.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I would be curious to know where Anthony Bennett preferred playing the most.
Well,
he played in Cleveland. He played in Timberwolves, and then he went to Toronto, and then he went to Brooklyn, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I know my Anthony Bennett lore.
As you should. I mean, if we're giving him a shout out,
we're like 13 for the Nets, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, sir.
Trey, I'm very impressed.
I was right.
Man's the most knowledgeable on Anthony Bennett lore.
Bro, he's Anthony Bennett. He's that guy.
You have to know. You're Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Bennett was like the potential for a Draymond before Draymond.
Okay.
I might regret saying that. But
I was going to say you're going to die on that hill, but that's all right.
Anyone who gets drafted to the NBA could succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you deserve to be there for
luck
one way or another.
And skill and work ethic.
Yep.
Even if you have two of those, you're not going to necessarily succeed. You need the luck, you need the work ethic, you need the skill.
A lot of things need to go right.
Yeah. So shout out Anthony Bennett.
We love you, Anthony. But aside from our Anthony Bennett.
Oh, I forgot this wasn't just an Anthony Bennett podcast.
I mean, it could be. Just have
the next 40 minutes, we're just going to talk about Anthony Bennett.
Yeah, I'd really have to do some homework, respectfully. But
bro, he's like that.
Yeah, he's like that somewhere. I don't know if he still plays somewhere, but.
Oh, last I heard, he got benched in an overseas league.
Okay.
Or got cut.
I respect it. Either way.
I'll double check that while you get us into the actual podcast.
Okay, yeah. Well, we got a little bit to talk about, and I think the biggest news from really the past week that's been developing is the Ja Morant situation and just kind of where he stands. So if you're not familiar with what I just brought up, last week after a loss to the Denver Nuggets, he went on IG Live like early Saturday morning and flashed a gun in a nightclub. And the NBA has a very strict, like, no weapons policy, like no firearms. That's the expectation. So there's a whole investigation going on. I believe the NBA's investigation is still ongoing. Whether the timeline of Ja Morant's firearm, like if he took that on the team plane, because if that's the case, then I've been seeing he could face up to a 50-game suspension. If that's true, if he brought the firearm on the plane with him. And that's a whole mess on its own. But originally he was handed a 2-game suspension, and he further came out and just stated, hey, I'm taking some time away to work on myself, because like this blew up. Like Ja Morant is, he's a superstar in the league, was leading the Grizzlies to a top 3 seed in the West. And we'll talk a little more about that later. But yeah, his current situation and not whereabouts, but his current situation, not looking the greatest, just PR wise. And just, if you appreciate the game of basketball, you don't like to see a young superstar like this get involved with just not the best life choices and decision-making processes. And there's been a ton of people coming out. I've seen a little bit of criticism. Well, not a little bit, but a lot of criticism and just questioning of the people who advise him, who talk to him and all that, who he hangs out with, just whether or not they have his best interests in mind. Because what they're saying is, if they truly did have his best interest, they wouldn't let him go on IG Live with a weapon and flash that, and then definitely wouldn't even say, oh yeah, it's a good idea to bring your firearm with you on the team plane, probably knowing that the NBA would crack down on that. So that's his situation right now. Still ongoing. The Glendale Police Department in Colorado, where he was, at the nightclub they came out today and said, we don't have any grounds or whatever to criminally charge him. So he's free in that regard, but the NBA, I'm sure, will still
to the NBA.
What they find.
Disciplinary action.
Yep. So,
which is unfortunate.
It really is.
Like you said earlier too, it's a young superstar, which makes it's a young kid. I mean, really, he's like our age.
Yeah.
Like a little bit older. He's like 23, 24. He's just like a little bit older than us. The amount of pressure he has to be under, and I'm going to shout out Dr. C here, who talked a lot about the emotional intelligence of this situation today in class.
Sweet.
The pressure that he's under constantly, not only being one of the top players in the country, where he just suddenly went from Murray State, sophomore to Murray State junior, shooting up draft boards like crazy.
Hugely.
It's the amount of pressure that he has to be under has to be astronomical. And I want to commend Dr. C. Some of you know him, some listeners do, but he talked a lot about like the emotional intelligence and just caring about the person and just seeing, it's not just some kid doing these things. There has to be some underlying thing where he either needs help or he needs a better support system around.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I hate to see it, and it seems like he's doing the right thing, and hopefully, moving in the right direction to kind of reevaluate the people he does have around him and the influences that kind of surround him. But just kind of to your point really quick, just about being in the spotlight, like when you are in this situation, young superstar, really any athlete in any respective sport or anyone with a platform, you're constantly being evaluated under a microscope, and every movement and little, like if you eat at Chick-fil-A one day, that's going to make the news, So that alone, that's a lot of pressure, having your footsteps monitored 24/7, which I'll probably never experience in my life. I just go to the grocery store and exist in my life. So I know that obviously that wouldn't be the same for him, but a lot of pressure. And I hope for his sake that he's able to rebound from this and be all right going forward.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Thank you. Because this past week I was in Memphis, Tennessee, actually.
Yeah.
For lacrosse, and it was really cool. We went to Beale Street. I took pictures in front of the FedEx Forum, and I was like, "Dang! Like it'd be so sick if saw any one of the players on the Grizzlies, maybe besides Dylan Brooks."
Even that, as a human being, cool.
Yeah, jokingly I say that because I don't like him because the Jazz and all that, and that was I don't know. I didn't like him in that series, but That'd be awesome. I'd be so stoked to meet an NBA player.
I'd be losing my mind.
Yeah, but
I'd be losing my mind.
so when all this was happening, this news with the firearm, I was like, damn, bro, we're in Memphis right now, and
He was in Colorado.
Ja's got his stuff. Yeah, and he was in Colorado. I was like, man, unfortunate timing, but
That's crazy.
Well. That's all I got for Ja Morant, and obviously the Grizzlies have suffered.
Mm-hmm. I think they're 5-7 in games without him this year.
We'll go with that.
I think it's something. I looked it up today because I was trying to prove someone wrong, and I was wrong.
Oh, you were wrong?
I was wrong. I thought that the Grizzlies were better without, not better overall, but they would be better off without Ja.
Okay.
Than people were expecting them to be. But they're 5-7 this year. Last year they were 20-5 without Ja. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Of.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year he's definitely the main vocal point more so than last year.
He's definitely taken another jump this year. Which
he has a bigger role.
Makes it very unfortunate.
Yeah, exactly. And their team needs him right now. Like Nick Claxton tore his Achilles in that game against Denver last Friday night, like really early on. So they're injured. Steven Adams is still out the lineup.
Say Nick Claxton?
Or a freak. Brandon Clark.
Got it.
I always have those two in my head like the same person. Yeah, what? My bad. No, Brandon Clark tore his Achilles in that Nuggets game. So like they needed Ja right now. Yeah. Obviously he has his situation, but like you hope it's resolved soon before playoffs come around, because that significantly impacts any chance that they have of winning a title. Because
100%.
A Jaren Jackson-led Memphis Grizzlies team definitely doesn't move anyone or
doesn't move the needle like a Ja Morant.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No disrespect to Triple J.
Yeah, I mean he did his thing in the Lakers game the other night. Probably talk about that a little bit, but yeah. That's all I got for the Josh situation.
That's all I got for the Josh situation too.
Wicked.
I will tell you, I do have Anthony Bennett's stats.
Yeah,
right now.
You got memorized? Okay, let's hear it.
So he's in the Plus League, which is the Taiwan Men's Basketball League.
Nice.
He's leading them in points per game at like 24.3. Let me check that.
Okay.
24.3, shooting 49.1, 35.9, 76.8.
Okay, shooting from the stripe.
Yep.
76,
yep.
Nice.
12.9 rebounds per game, 2.8 assists, 3.3 steals a game.
Word. All right, so Anthony.
He's landed.
You found your footing.
He's landed on his feet.
Yeah.
He's playing extremely well.
Because how old is he right now?
I would wager 4-3. I feel like he was born in 96.
Okay.
That wouldn't make sense. Not 96.
I don't know. I feel like he's like 29 something, 28. Am I overshooting?
He was born in 93.
93.
So 7, 20, 30. 30?
30.
Yeah.
All right.
Because 7 plus 3 plus 20.
Yeah, math.
And his birthday was recently. Hold on.
Okay.
No, it's coming up.
Oh.
Hey, happy early birthday to
maybe when we get
holy crap, when we're recording, it's his birthday.
It's his birthday today?
Not today. Next episode on Tuesday when we record, it'll be Anthony Bennett's birthday. And we will be wishing him a happy birthday.
That is beautiful.
And we will be messaging him right after this and be like, hey, do you want to come on for your birthday podcast?
Yeah, birthday pod.
You just got to stop on for a sec. I do not care.
Yeah, just say hi.
Just say, hey, what's up? I'll be like, happy birthday. How's Taiwan?
You can leave.
We can record whatever time you need to on the Taiwan. I don't know where you're staying. I don't know if you're in season right now.
Yeah. Wow.
That's so much more exciting.
The timing of that's perfect. Holy cow.
I'm so pumped. Anthony Bennett, please come on the podcast.
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
I'll buy your jersey.
Yeah, we'll buy anything.
From Plus League or from an NBA.
Yeah. Yeah. Birthday boy's choice.
Yeah.
How about that? Birthday boy's choice.
You pick, I'll pay. For me.
Yeah, Trey's paying.
I have a feeling you're still making more than both Nathan and I combined.
Most likely. That's not the point here.
Yeah.
Point is, we're going to support you, Anthony.
I want to.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to now.
I would love to see Anthony Bennett on this podcast.
I would too.
That'd be crazy.
All right, Anthony. Till next week. Till next week, buddy.
That'd be so cool. I'm so
we got excited right there. But a little bit of a segue from the Ja Morant.
Massive
Jaren Jackson.
Left turn.
Well, it kind of works out. So Jaren Jackson and the Grizzlies matched up against the Lakers the other night, and they fell short. Couldn't get off in the win.
So AD had a great game.
AD had a monster game. Watching that, like when AD went to the Lakers, that's what he did last night is fully what I expected. Maybe not numbers wise because you have LeBron James there.
But dominance wise.
Yeah, dominance wise. It was ridiculous. He was pulling down everything on the boards and throwing his body around, which is exactly what you want and need from an Anthony Davis at his size. It reminded me of him in his Pelicans days when, he was getting a little MVP.
Little MVP buzz.
Yeah, a little MVP
Going a little
buzz.
crazy.
And he had a run like this earlier in the season as well, and then he went down with injury. So if he can stay healthy for the Lakers and keep giving them the minutes and stats, the dominance that he's been bringing, the Lakers are in the 10 spot right now. And 9? Are they 9?
Isn't it?
Damn.
Didn't I see that?
I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, they're 9.
Yeah.
They are 9 right now.
I'm not a big standings guy. I usually get it wrong. I
that's
know where
okay.
Philly is, but
I respect that.
I got that.
Yeah, they're 9 now. And last week, I think they're 12 or something. So that's a big jump. And it doesn't seem like they have any signs of slowing down.
There's always pure fear with an Anthony Davis-led team in these days, though.
It is.
Because the moment he goes down, who is leading that? Are you going to have a D'Lo-led team?
Bro, I mean, you got to be injecting steroids into Braun. I just
to the playoffs.
Yeah, to the playoffs. You think? I don't know. I think the West is just so good.
I think I'm too high on D'Lo.
I think you might be too high on D'Lo.
I love D'Lo.
I also feel like that Nets roster was probably more.
Name one other player on it other than Jared Dudley.
On the Nets?
On that Nets roster, they led to the playoffs.
Man, I couldn't tell you right now. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Joe Harris.
Well, they're at least good enough for the 8 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because D'Lo. Timofey Mozgov was on that team.
I like the Clippers roster better than an AD-less and LeBron-less Lakers team.
I don't.
You don't? What about the Pelicans? I like the Pelicans.
I do.
BI, CJ McCollum.
I like the Pelicans a lot more than I like the Lakers.
Ideally,
Lakers.
Ideally, AD doesn't get hurt. He continues this run and
maybe get some MVP talk.
I don't think so.
A little late in the season.
A little late in the season.
But I'll be honest.
They're too far down the standings.
If he's on like a 30 and 15 tear for the rest of the year, MVP talk. Give him some. Give him top 10.
He would deserve top 10. I think.
Give him some top 10. Give him like number 7.
Yeah. Do you think the Lakers would have to get out of the play-in situation or?
Nah.
No. All right. Respect that.
I don't know what the play-in is, but it's not regular season.
No, it's not. It's that gray area in between.
Because it's not playoffs. You refuse to call it playoffs NBA.
Yep, refuse to.
But it's so playoffs.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is playoff atmosphere.
It's an elimination game, which is awesome.
Half, or not half, but like what? At least 4, 5, 6 other teams not in it. They're sitting at home already.
Yeah.
Watching y'all play. I don't know. That's playoffs to me. But giving AD his flowers because
10 other teams.
10 other teams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 teams.
All right, word. Yeah, it's even more, dude. That's even playoffs as hell. Playoffs as hell.
You're in the top 2/3.
It's like
the NBA is crazy for the amount of teams it has in its playoffs, though.
It really is.
It's crazy.
Gotta expand, dude. Gotta expand.
It's
When's
wild.
that coming?
2024?
Not soon enough.
2024 is very soon.
If it's 2024, that'd be awesome.
For my brain.
But like, I don't think it's going to happen next year.
It's less than a year.
Time flies, Trey. Time flies.
I'm going to say 2030. I'm going to say 2030 I'm crossing my fingers, Virginia Beach.
Okay.
And Vegas. Or Virginia Beach and Seattle.
Okay.
And if we don't do Virginia Beach, they're going to want to do Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Which is going to send the Grizzlies or the Pelicans to the Timberwolves to the east.
Say both. I would hope that the Grizzlies and Pelicans would go over to the east.
I would too.
Yeah, they're just on the other side, the Mississippi.
Yeah.
It would make the line of the Mississippi make a lot more sense.
It would.
So, NBA, if you're listening, Adam Silver, get it done.
Hire
2030. We are ideas, guys. We'll throw spaghetti on the wall, see what sticks.
And we'll think it out too.
Yeah, we'll think it out.
We got brain.
Yeah.
You got brain?
I got a little bit of brain.
Combined, we have brain.
Yeah, we got whole brain at least at the minimum. But props to AD. Hopefully he continues this. Playoffs are way better with LeBron and the Lakers in it. I don't know how far they'll go. I don't think they'd be a title contender.
Championship.
Wow. Okay. You still high on D'Lo?
Appearance.
Okay. I think you're definitely way higher on them. than I am.
LeBron.
Thank you. All right, you know what? We'll see.
Bet against Bron, bro. I dare you. Man. I dare you. Bet against LeBron.
Maybe in the finals. I don't know, though.
Exactly. That's totally fair.
But we'll see.
Bro, Bron.
It's going to be a great playoffs.
They're going to make the play-in. Mm-hmm. They're going to get to the finals. They're going to lose to Philadelphia.
Okay.
And Philadelphia is still going to fire Doc Rivers.
Tobias Harris will be your finals MVP.
Averaging 38% from the three-point line.
Okay. He's just jacking up threes for days. Not
a lot of them. He's like 10.1 points per game, 38% from three.
It's all right, man. It's going to be a very interesting finals.
That's like his last 10 games.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Tobias is...
Why do you know that, Trey?
Huh? Why do I know that Tobias is...
Yeah, last 10 games specifically.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's all the sports betting I'm doing.
That's what's up. But
also, always just bet the under on Tobias, bro.
Okay, good to know.
It's always like 16.5, and he never clears it anymore.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I almost took the over on it, actually, the other night because Harden was out.
Ooh.
Got 10 points.
Oh, okay. Always the under.
Always the under, bro.
Always the under.
At least lately.
I respect that.
If the Sixers don't win a championship this year, Doc Rivers is gone, Tobias Harris is gone.
Okay.
And they run it back with the rest.
I would be mad if Harden's on the roster, bro.
Okay.
There's been so much talk though with him leaving.
Why would he
even
leave?
more? I couldn't tell you why.
Give one reason.
Trey, I couldn't tell you why.
The reason originally when this first
maybe he doesn't want to ring that bad. Maybe that's it.
The reason that this first started, right? They said, bro, Harden just wants to play with Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon's not on the freaking Rockets anymore, so it's switched. It's switched. Bro, Harden's really high on Jalen Green. No one's high on Jalen Green.
Jalen Green's not high on Jalen Green.
Jalen Green's probably a little bit too high.
Way too, yeah.
A little bit too high on Jalen Green. No disrespect Jalen Green. You gotta grow up a little bit. King. Is he younger than us? Can we call him kid? Are we old heads?
Oh God.
You looked that up. I'll keep going on my James Harden rant. James Harden is not going to leave the 76ers for the Rockets. If he leaves, it'd be for a contending team. But I also can't see him leaving in any
21. Kid.
All right, son.
You just got sunned.
Listen up, young buck.
Sunned. Young buck, young blood.
Yo, I need you to find more passing lanes, bro.
Something.
You hear me, young buck? When you go to make that first move, you look to pass.
Pass first.
Everyone knows you're going to shoot. Yeah.
They're the whole league on a whirl.
Kevin Porter Jr. is older than us, right?
I don't know.
Like he's like 23.
He's young.
23 or 24, I feel like. Back to James Harden. He's not going to leave. If anything, so the reason there's so much smoke around this Harden to Houston thing, one, obviously because
22.
He's Houston. When's his birthday?
I don't know. Let me look.
Obviously, Harden back to Houston would be a thing because it's Houston.
May 4th. He's got me by a couple months. Yeah, he's older.
Yeah.
Just got sunned.
We just got sunned by Kevin Porter Jr., but we still can sun Jalen Green.
That's all that matters.
And everyone after Jalen Green.
Yes, sir. Josh Giddey.
Son. I don't know.
James Harden's smoke.
James Harden.
Yeah, you're just saying.
So the reason there's smoke is because James Harden wants to make sure he gets paid this year. So his camp's being like, we're thinking about Houston. And there's definitely like an interest from Houston in bringing James Harden in, if for no other reason than James Harden, Houston.
Yeah.
You know, it's as iconic.
It's like grilled cheese sandwich. That's how
it's so iconic. I'm trying to think of like a player to compare it to for iconic. It's not quite Russell Westbrook Thunder iconic. It's around that area of like just seeing him in that jersey makes sense to your brain.
It definitely does.
But it's not quite to the point of like Tony Parker Spurs iconic, where seeing him in that Charlotte Hornets jersey looks wrong, you know?
Yeah, that was criminal.
It's kind of like that, where it's just like, okay, I can see how you're on different teams, but like, I'm going to think of you as a Rocket before anything else, you know? And so Harden wants to make sure he gets paid this offseason, so he's drumming up interest from other teams, whether true or not.
Drive his market up. Get that bag.
Philly's already going to pay him.
All right.
It's a foregone conclusion. So as long as Philly pays Harden, no problem there.
Okay.
Harden's not going to leave Philly for the same amount of money in Houston.
All right. Thank you, Trey.
Yep.
Cleared that up. No Harden to Houston.
Unless Philly decides not to pay their best player, second best player. Like they've never done that before.
No. Track record doesn't indicate that.
Especially when they're overpaying their third best player.
Yeah, I don't think he's third best. I like Maxey more.
Oh, fourth best. Third highest paid player.
Dang,
My bad.
bro.
No, hold on. First highest paid player is Tobias Harris.
Ooh.
My bad.
Got to restructure or something, man.
Can't.
Really?
Just got him.
So,
All guaranteed.
Ooh.
39 mil next year.
Ooh.
37
Tobias, your agent is...
a dog, bro.
He's a dog and a half.
I still don't mind.
That man needs a raise.
I still don't mind the Tobias Harris contract.
Okay. When
like
will
him
you
too
mind
much.
it? Oh,
I won't.
never?
Yeah, I mean, we had to pay what we had to pay to keep him. And
That's fair.
It's at the expense of the owner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
All right. His money, not yours.
Good boy. But sorry, my dog just got up and started
Did a big
shaking himself.
stretch.
Yeah.
But, all right, moving on.
Moving on. Keep it
We're
pushing.
going to keep it in the East, though.
Okay.
Go to the New York Knicks.
The best team in basketball?
I mean, last week they were.
little
Dude.
bit.
Yeah, last week they were. They had a tough loss the other night I think by the Hornets.
Yeah.
Because the Hornets were firing on all cylinders. They put something in Gordon Hayward's water, that Hayward secret stuff,
Oh, yeah.
which makes sense. MJ owner, slipping a little something under the table.
Make sure to show them up.
But the Knicks were on a great stretch, and on it, I didn't see it coming.
They won like 8 in a row or something.
Yeah, 8 in a row and 2 wins over Boston, which a lot of people think or still believe is the best team in the East for...
They're not even the third best team in the East.
Well, I'm just saying.
They might not even be the fourth best
what
team.
people say, man.
Where would you rank Boston?
Boston fully healthy or as is?
As is.
As is their fourth.
Okay, fully healthy.
Fully healthy.
Who's injured right now? I don't pay attention to Boston.
Tatum he wasn't playing the other night against the Cavs. Time Lord's out. And Grant Williams just got hurt, or he's hurting with some lower body injury. I don't know if Al Horford's in that lineup either.
Celtics, when fully healthy, are the third best team in the East.
Second or third. Or third. But I don't know.
Sorry, let's go back to the Knicks.
Yeah. They got wins over that team. I'm pretty sure one of those games were with Jason Tatum and Al Horford in. So that alone is ridiculously impressive, because the Knicks are genuinely on another level. And I think come playoff time, that's going to be a really tough matchup for whoever ends up facing them.
It's not going to be great.
If it ended today, let's see who they'd play. 5-6 or 4-5. It'd be the Knicks and Cavs. Dang. That'd be a really good series, honestly.
Be Cavs in 5.
I would say Cavs in 6.
I'm going to say Cavs in 5, but I'm going to say that 3 of the games the Knicks lose are by 1 point.
Yeah, it would be like single digit
3 points or less
deficit. I think one blowout, maybe that game 6 closeout one.
Yeah,
but I would bet
5
money
or 6
that the Knicks would have a very competitive series.
The Knicks would have a very good defensive series, and
they would.
The Cavs have no depth at all.
Word.
That being said, the Cavs have more star power.
Yes, they do.
I bet it will be the Cavs Knicks in the first round.
Yeah.
The storyline,
that'd be a good one. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell
versus RJ Barrett, the guy they wouldn't trade for him.
Yep.
Be crazy.
Boneheaded move.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. I'd like to see that.
The Knicks would be a contender if they had D-Mitch right now.
Absolutely.
110%.
Yeah.
You put Quickly and Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett, and all the picks that they want.
Yeah.
It's over.
Although Quickly, possible 6th man of the year.
Possible 6th man of the year, but you got to give up.
He's been having a really good year.
You got to give up value for value.
Yeah. I think hindsight, they would probably make that trade.
I think foresight told them they should have made that trade.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't make that trade.
They're crazy. They're the Knicks.
They're
clearly doing fine.
Yeah, they're doing all right for themselves.
They could be better, but
I'd like to apologize to Julius Randle, because after I was dogging him for his 3-point performance, he's been kind of lights out from
the 3. Bro?
Yeah, okay, he's been very much lights out from the 3-point arc. Like the other night, he got a Mike Bean double bang, which has only happened like 5 other times, and it was a crazy, very contested pretty sure it's a 3-ball over 2.
Oh yeah, it was.
I forgot what team, but anyway, 2 defenders, last second buzzer beater, pretty much.
It was nice
to walk off.
It was nice.
He had like 6 or 7 threes that game. So Julius Randle, I apologize for my 3-point slander. Maybe
I don't remember if I slandered him, but I
slandered him.
I'll apologize for.
I said he should not be in that.
You did say that, yeah.
Yeah, I was very blunt with how I felt initially.
I don't know if I slandered him, but I will say, Julius Randle, I have not been your most vocal supporter, and I'm wrong to do that.
Yeah.
Good job,
Jalen Brunson.
Randle. I will
really complimented that man.
Julius Randle's really complimented Jalen Brunson. You ever talk about what Brunson?
Okay.
It's really weird, guys. You hear that?
Yeah, I don't know what that was, Trey. A little uncomfy now.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nathan.
That's fair. But anyway, Knicks, gotta talk about them, give them love. We don't really give them love a lot, which is
mostly hate.
Yeah, a lot of hate, a lot of questioning of decision making. But there you go. Knicks fans out there, we gave them love. But
they have.
Huh? Oh, another. Oh, okay. What are you saying?
I was gonna say they have fans, but
they have fans. They got a lot of fans, very loyal fans.
They have a ridiculous amount of fans.
Yeah, fans who have been done dirty for so long by the front office. But that's a topic for another day. However, another team that I think has definitely exceeded everyone's expectations, similar to how I viewed the Knicks coming into the year, is the Sacramento Kings. And they've quietly moved into second now in the West, thanks to, the Grizzlies' struggles as of recently, but also because they just play outstanding team basketball.
They really do.
And Mike Brown, coach of the year.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, he would have to be, just from an expectation standpoint.
I bet he won't win it, but I would say yes.
You don't think he would win it?
I think it's going to go to some rando.
I hope not.
Darvin Ham.
I think it would have to go to Mike Brown.
There's no one else who deserves it more.
No, absolutely not. Just from an expectation standpoint, no one thought anything of the Sacramento Kings roster.
Bro, they got clowned constantly.
Yeah. Like,
why'd you trade Tyrese Halliburton over De'Aaron? I said that all the time.
Yeah. I mean, when I looked at it, I was like, man, the Pacers set themselves up really good for the future. And obviously, I didn't think a lot of Sabonis. I thought he was an all right player, like potential all-star type of deal in his time in Indiana. And he's really gone to another level. Or at least the team compliments him a little more. He has more to work with.
I knew he was going to have a good offensive season.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think De'Aaron was going to have this good of an offensive season.
Yeah. Clutch player of the year, maybe. De'Aaron Fox.
What a weird.
That's a weird award. It really is.
I didn't think Sabonis would have this much impact on winning.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Mike Brown has that much of an impact on winning with the right roster.
Also true.
But I don't know. I think Mike Brown, my coach of the year. Kings,
should be.
2 in the West.
He absolutely should be.
And I don't know. I think they could shock a lot of people come postseason time because I still believe the league and a lot of players and fans, execs, you name it, look at the Kings.
Kings
Sixers finals. Man, from a rating standpoint, probably a very low one.
Bro, Philly's got fans.
I'm thinking king size, the national appeal.
Lakers, Sixers would be very good.
Lakers, Sixers would be huge. Lakers, Celtics
Sixers would be very good too.
Okay.
Just because Ja fans.
Yeah.
Lakers, Celtics is the biggest it could be, except for Lakers, Knicks.
Knicks would be huge.
Knicks would be big. Would be the biggest. Yeah. Outside of the Lakers.
All right.
What would the smallest one be?
Smallest one. All right, gotta look at the standing real quick.
Sacramento, Orlando.
Sacramento would probably. Yeah,
Just off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, Orlando, if they can get into that 10 seed, they're 4 games out.
They're 4 games out?
4 games out of the 10 spot. The Wizards are currently.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. The Wizards might have a smaller fan base than Orlando.
They might.
At
least you get Paolo.
Yeah, I bet it's Wizards versus Sacramento.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty, honestly, a matchup I'd like to see. Be the Bucks and Nuggets. I'd like to see that one.
Bucks Nuggets.
I
would be disgusted.
You would, yeah.
I would throw up a little bit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but as a dude who I know the Jazz aren't. They're on the downward spiral right now with their wins. I'd like that. Root for my hometown Nuggets. But props to the Kings. Anyway, moving on. Charlotte Jazz. That'd be pretty low.
That'd be the lowest. Low. I'm updating. I think Jazz are going to be lower than Sacramento. Because Sacktown has a bunch of...
I would agree.
Has a bunch of bandwagon fans right now.
Yeah. The people that do go to the games...
Rowdy
great environment, yeah.
Great environment. They've had that for years, though.
They have.
Ain't nobody want to talk about it. Well, they didn't want to talk about it.
They didn't want to talk about it. Yeah. Now they have a beam they can light up.
Bro, it's so cool.
Yeah, honestly. And their social media.
They follow me.
King's social media. They'd push the heck out of it.
It'd be a dub.
Yeah, Jazz and Hornets, you said?
Jazz Hornets?
That'd probably be the least appealing nationally. Yeah. I'd enjoy it. I'd enjoy the heck out of it.
Would you?
Yeah.
When LaMelo Ball dropped... Dang it, LaMelo's on Charlotte.
LaMelo. Yeah, bro. LaMelo's not even playing.
Shoot.
He wouldn't even be in it. It'd be Gordon Hayward and Lauri Markkanen. That'd be the marquee matchup in the finals.
Bro, you could get revenge tickets though.
I could get revenge tickets. And
There's not a bad way to market NBA games, is there?
There really isn't.
It's NBA.
It's kind of beautiful.
Just be excited.
Yeah, just be excited.
I love it.
You could put a spin on anything, darn near.
Yeah.
With the right marketing.
You're sitting there and you're like, Sekou Doumbouya revenge game. And you're like, who? What is happening?
Like, yeah, I said it. I said what I said.
Okay, go Sekou, I guess.
Yeah.
Or go Pistons, I guess. Sekou Doumbouya still in this league?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You can look that up if you want.
I got it.
Okay, while Trey's looking that up, I'm going to talk about another same draft class, I'm pretty sure, Zion Williamson. Right? Zion and Ja, same draft class?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I thought you were talking about Sekou Doumbouya.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
No. Trailing back to that draft class. Zion Williamson missed, I don't even know how many games now, but we haven't seen him on the court in forever, and the Pelicans have suffered dearly because of it. And came out today or yesterday that he will most likely miss the rest of the regular season. His coach is optimistic that he'll return for maybe the last couple games and into the playoffs. But you look at that dude, you're like, man, you just got to get him on the court.
You really do. And Zion's so fun to watch.
I don't know what it is, why he can't stay healthy, like genetics, training, like.
He's big, it's hard.
Like, come on.
He's big and heavy.
Big and heavy, but I don't even know. They're not doing him right. Got to get a better training staff around that man.
You do.
Put bubble wrap around him.
You might have to, yeah.
But
that being said, Sekou Doumbouya.
Yeah, last played.
Currently plays in the G League.
Oh, okay.
For the Sixers team.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out the Delaware Bluecoats.
All right, that's what's up. Thank you, Delaware. Trey's befuddled.
I just can't believe I didn't know he was there.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Along with Player of the Week, Mac McClung, who was dropping 28 points a game this week. Going crazy. I don't have the rest of the stats, man. Stop me. I don't have them.
That's okay. I was still pretty hyped.
Okay, I appreciate it.
28 points per game. You did know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote an article on it.
Okay. Word.
Yeah, you went
crazy. Check that out. Where can people find that?
Philly Sports Network.
Period.
Trey Barnett.
That's
me.
Look him up. Writes great stuff.
Don't just Google Trey Barnett, though. You will get a random guy from Walker, the show Walker, named Trey Barnett.
I'm not familiar with that show. I won't lie.
It's the reboot of Walker, Texas Ranger with Chuck Norris.
Okay.
Chuck Norris memes. Mm-hmm. Walker is Walker, Texas Ranger, but Walker, right? It's the reboot. And there's a guy named Trey Barnett. Yeah. He is an ex-Army medic.
Word.
African-American male, mid-30s.
Yep.
He was in the show until season 3, I believe. Season 2 and season 3.
Wow.
Never seen this show. But anytime I Google myself, this is all I see.
Yeah.
Like, photos. You see this guy. And I'm like, hold on. I'm Asian.
Yeah. That is not you.
That's not me.
You're also not 30. Nor an actor.
I was in.
Nor a professional actor.
There we go.
Yep. That's the disclaimer.
I was in drama club.
Oh, where are you?
I was in theater.
I see it.
2 plays.
2 plays? What plays?
I did Night of the Living Dead.
Okay.
I was zombie.
Nice.
And I was Barbara's brother in Night of the Living Dead.
Okay.
And so my one line was, "They're coming to get you, Barbara."
That's pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was pretty fun. And then I got to eat my sister at the end.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I scared the crap out of my brother, though.
Did you go home with like makeup and stuff still on, or the costume?
I definitely went home with the costume still on because I liked
you scared him in the play?
No, yeah, he came to the play.
Oh, okay.
It was really cute too.
Yeah.
Hold on, shout out just existing and having a family. So I died in the first scene, right?
Nice.
And so I died as my human form, and then I had to come back as my zombie form in the final scene and just kill someone, my sister. And so I died. I went all the way around the auditorium and came back through the main entrance.
Yeah.
As like a zombie and just kind of shuffled my way down.
Very dramatic.
My brother was sitting on the aisle.
Yeah.
And my brother's like 3. And so he looked up, he was like, Trey. And he jumped out of his seat and started following me.
Yeah.
And it was really cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So shout out Nehemiah.
There you go.
King.
I love it.
Also, shout out to my stepmother.
Okay.
My bonus mom, Anastasia.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It was yesterday, but we're
Happy
recording
belated.
today. So we wanted to give you a happy birthday message.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for saying that my dad got me the t-shirts and got me and Nathan the t-shirts. It was actually Anastasia who got us the t-shirts.
Well, thank you kindly.
So shout out Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
I had to clear that up. She was mad at me.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I would be too.
No, it's totally fair.
Getting credit out where credit isn't
Yeah,
due.
she made the t-shirt and everything.
Wow,
Yeah.
holy cow. Well, double thank you.
Double thank you.
Maybe even a triple thank you. And a happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah. Last thing here on our list.
Back to basketball.
Back to basketball. Celtics, we did hint at it earlier. They lost 2 like back-to-back to the Knicks. They're obviously in pain. They're beat up, injured. Are you worried about the Celtics at all going into the postseason? Not healthy, sliding down in the standings. They were 1 for pretty much almost all the year.
As a biased
season.
Philly fan or just in general as a basketball? Like,
we'll do both. So first, give me your biased Philly fan. Are you worried?
I want them to play poorly in the playoffs if I'm a biased Philly fan because they scare me as a matchup. I think every other team in the East, I feel like we could take.
Yeah.
The Celtics scare the crap out of me.
Understood.
They're well coached.
Yep.
It's a great roster.
Yep.
Al Horford is
Top
evil.
1-2 roster. Al Horford is evil.
Yeah.
Kind of y'all's kryptonite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was sent over as a Boston spy
Uh-huh.
for us to pay him, and then he still went back to Boston.
Yep.
Rejuvenated
Full circle
his career.
for him. He was just sandbagging and
He was. No, he was.
Yeah.
That's the illogical part of my brain.
Okay.
Logically, yeah. I'd be worried.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd be absolutely worried. Philly fan, I don't care. I'm not worried.
Okay.
As a basketball fan, and if I had to put myself in the shoes of a Boston fan, absolutely, I'd be worried.
Okay.
I'm worried about. I mean, I shouldn't have to be worried about Joe Mazzulla, right? But I haven't seen him coach in the playoffs yet, so there's always a concern there. From what I've seen, does a really good job there. I'm worried about Tatum not being fully healthy for the playoffs. Robert Williams not being fully healthy for the playoffs. Whether Grant Williams' contract is weighing on his mind at all, and his health.
Yep.
I'll be a little worried.
Little question marks from you.
Yeah.
I'm less worried.
Yeah.
I really am. I look at the losses that they did have. The Nets one was really bad. Like they just pissed away that lead. I don't remember how big it was, but you can't let the Nets come back on you. Granted, Mikal Bridges had a great game. He's been tearing it up for the Nets recently, so props to him. But you do have such a deep team, and like I just said, probably 1 or 2 roster construction in the league. So even if you do have some stars out or missing, banged up, whatever, you got to expect with a roster like that, you still have Jaylen Brown playing, and I think he's tremendous. I think most people around the league think he's a great player. You can't lose that game. But you look at the other ones, the Knicks, final overtime loss by 2, and then they also lost to the Cavs only by 4 in Cleveland. Also in overtime. I'm not super worried. You just got to learn how to close out games because I'm almost positive in all these that they did have leads at some point. I know the Nets, they had a big lead, and against the Cavs, they had a big lead. You just can't let these teams come back on you. And I think with a healthy, maybe not fully healthy, but healthier, team with JT coming back, everyone we mentioned coming back, come playoff time, I think you'll be fine.
I think so too.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
It freaks me out.
Got my hopes up.
It freaks me out.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about stability. I know Al Horford's also a veteran leader for them.
Yeah.
And you got to have the question of when does his body give out?
Mm-hmm.
And will it be the playoffs? I don't trust Marcus Smart at all.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of Boston fans really do.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you?
Defensively, I do.
Defensively, I do, for sure.
Yeah.
He likes 3-point shots.
Yeah.
He is good at them sometimes.
Yeah. Streaky. Very streaky player.
So I feel like if you
in that regard.
If you find Boston and they're injured still dealing with these half injuries.
Yep.
You have a good chance in the first or second round.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If they're injured, yeah, I'd be way more worried, but I'm kind of banking on the assumption that they'll be okay.
They'll be healthy.
Time.
I'm worried that they're gonna half rest them. You know.
Okay.
Where you'd be like, I'll take every other game off, and then it's like, does the injury ever fully heal?
Yeah.
You know.
And that does make sense because they are sliding a little bit in the standings. Cleveland's creeping up on them, so it would make sense for them to want to play their stars just to maintain their seeding a little bit. You know, you don't want to fall lower than 2 probably. So yeah, I get that.
You can fall to 3 and basically be fine.
You'd be okay there.
Yeah, because you're still. I mean,
he's
2 and 3 still play, right?
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Yeah, so I mean, they're still on the same side. Yeah, I'm saying.
I got you.
So if you fall down 3, you're playing what? 6.
Mm-hmm. You'd love that home court though. The Boston home court.
The Boston home court would be huge.
Mm-hmm. And I'd assume if it is,
but I'd say it's almost not worth it.
Wow.
For a risk of injury.
Okay. Just bank on your guys coming back healthy. You won't even need home court.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe bring them back for like the last 3 games.
Yeah. I don't even know. That'll be a fun situation though to monitor regardless.
Keep an eye on.
Because the East is very competitive. Philly's knocking on the doorsteps of that 2 spot. Mm-hmm. Yep. What's his nuts? Embiid had a great game against the Wolves the other night. I don't know what you're talking about,
but every game's a great game for Joel.
Well, I'm just letting 39 and even play in the fourth quarter. Redonkulous.
He's that guy, bro.
Yeah, redonkulous.
He is that guy.
So
won another game against the Bucks. No biggie.
Okay.
Every game against the Bucks.
Yeah.
For the 76ers have been like the past like 10 games that they've played have been like single digit deciders.
That's all. Oh, yeah, I saw.
You saw that?
Yeah, I did see that. And like I think
4 of them are like within like 2, and the total point differential is like 7.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's so close.
Yeah,
I would love to play the Bucks in a 7-game series. I don't know if we'd win.
Yeah,
but that'd be the most fun I've had in a playoff series. Because I didn't have fun against the Wizards last year because it was just sad to watch them foul Ben Simmons.
Yep.
I didn't have fun against the Hawks because they're the Hawks.
It's the Hawks.
I didn't have fun. I just haven't had fun in a playoff series since the Nets D-Lo.
Yeah. Even then, like the Nets were
fun against Toronto last year.
Okay.
I did on Joel Embiid's game-winning 3 though.
There you go. But revenge.
The sudden injury from Pascal giving it to Joel again, which he did in that year that Kawhi hit the buzzer beater.
Okay. Pascal
Siakam breaks my heart sometimes because he's not, I don't want to say he's a dirty player, but he's had some questionable shots on Embiid. And Embiid has remained such a massive supporter of Pascal.
Yeah.
Because they're both from Cameroon. And it's just kind of sad.
You're like, man, why are you doing this?
I'm like, dude, he's got your back.
Go a little easier, maybe.
Not go easier, but like, don't. He's like hip checked him into the ground before. He's broken stuff in his, like in Joel's body.
Damn. All right, Pascal.
Gave him a broken bone last year.
All right. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, for your sake, I hope the Sixers do well in the playoffs.
If they don't mentally, I'm not going to be alive.
We'll do daily checkups on you.
On TikTok, and I just get continuously worse.
Yeah, there you go. Like day 3 of Sixers being eliminated.
This is day 3 of the Sixers losing yet another game. The first round.
Trey's just in bed.
This is day 4, and I'm not here. It's just a ghost.
Just a blank bed at that point. Your outfit's laid out, but no Trey to be found.
No Trey to be found. And then I just got out of the shower. I'm like, all right, let's go to school.
Like, I guess another day.
Yep.
But like you're in a grout fit, head down.
Oh, yeah.
That's
if the Sixers lose, I'm going to be in mourning.
Okay, that's fair. I'll bring you flowers.
If we don't get a freaking 3rd round appearance, I'm going to lose my mind.
I think anything less than that would be I'd say failure. I don't want to mix words. It would be failure.
Yeah, you would have to fire Doc right then.
Yeah.
It's like a trick, right? Because we want Doc gone. Mm-hmm. We want to win.
Yep.
If we win, we don't get rid of Doc.
Yep.
If we lose, we lost, but we get rid of Doc.
Mm-hmm. But if you win, like you win.
Yeah, I win.
Yeah, you get a ring, you get a championship.
Put a flag right there.
Would you get a flag?
I would get a flag in a heartbeat. I want a flag now,
I feel like
bro.
that's so minimal. If the Sixers won, I would fully expect to see you in all the championship apparel.
If the Sixers won, I'll get a "In Hinkie We Trust" tattoo on my chest.
Okay.
I've said this every playoff year for years.
Okay.
I'll get an "In Hinkie We Trust" in cursive on my chest.
That's awesome. I really hope the Sixers win.
Yeah.
I'd want to be there.
Hey, you can come with me.
Okay.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe for a
pay for the tattoo. I'll do it. I don't care.
All right. Word.
I would love that tattoo. I would be so happy.
Y'all stay tuned for that. It's right there.
Right there.
Okay. I like it. I don't have anything else. I think that's a good ending spot. In Hinkie We Trust.
In Hinkie We Trust. I think that's
Trey.
it.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I'll get I'll get on top of that.
Oh, okay.
I'll get the number 21 right underneath it.
Nice for when he's Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. Trust the process.
Trust the process. That's it.
Thank you, y'all.
Hey,
another
shout
fun
out
episode.
Podcast.
Shout out podcast. Shout out Anthony Bennett.
You want to message him after this and I'll start editing? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. That's it.
Deuces, y'all.
Deuces.